is Lindy. 안녕하세요 여러분. 전 Lindy라고 합니다. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to dance stellar sting or 들려. Okay, so to begin, we're going to be doing the chorus today. It's not the first chorus, it's I think the second chorus we're going to be doing, so it's going to go on after they're going to go on to this part. So it's whatever chorus has that extra little bit at the end. I'm going to be doing that, so we have a bit longer. So I'm going to be starting from the ding, 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 혹시 내 말을 들려, that part. So the first little bit that's happening here is you're going to hear that barrel, barrel, barrel in the background right before the chorus. And all that is on each time you hear the sound, we're going to do a little kind of like movement with our body. So the first one, you're just going to touch your shoulders with your fingertips like this, and don't hold them against your shoulders. Kind of do like a touch and come off, like you're just lightly tapping it, like the water and coming off of it. So it's going to be barrel. On the next one, barrel, barrel is what we're going to do. And as we do that, we're up here, we're going to be bending down and then up. And as we do that, when we bend down, our hands come and they touch kind of like at our hips, the side of our hips area. And then they're going to come across when we stand up so that your right hand is over the left. And this is important to have the hands in the correct position. Sometimes it doesn't matter. This time it does. Have your hand over your left, and then you're going to grab the bottom of your shirt. Good. So all together, it's going to look like barrel, barrel, barrel. And as we do that last one, we're also going to turn our head to the right. So all together with the head and body, it's going to be barrel, barrel, look. Good. Okay, so the next part after you, barrel, 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 혹시 내 말을 들려, is that. And all we're doing here is you're here, legs are together. 혹시 내, you're gonna look forward on the 내 of 혹시 내 말을, and then on 들려, you're gonna take your hands. Your right hand is gonna go down towards the ground, left is gonna come up towards the ceiling, and when you're gonna take a step out with your right foot to the right, you're going to twist so that now your right hand is above your left. And it's just like this with your shirt. So for this dance, it'd be good if you have a kind of a big and stretchy shirt like I'm wearing here. You can do it with other shirts as well, as long as they're at least stretchy if they're smaller. But if you have a shirt that's just not stretchy and not very big, you're gonna have a really hard time getting this twist. So just beware. So after you barrel, 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 혹시 내 말을 들려, and on that first 들려, you're going to, as you step out with your right foot, you're going to be hitting your hips right, right, right. So it's gonna just keep popping here as your hands stay in this position and your head is tilted to the left. Good. And how many of those are gonna do after you? barrel, 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 혹시 내 말을 들려, 2, 3, and then you're gonna kind of start a fourth one, but you don't really finish it. And as you do that, you're gonna use that as a prep to spin around. You're gonna push off of your right foot, spin, so that you end up facing the right wall. And as you spin, your hands, so your hands were here, they're gonna come down, and then they're going to keep twisting so that your right hand ends up here by your elbow and your left hand is down here by your waist. Don't let go of your shirt, you're gonna keep it there the entire time, because then when you spin back around, you're gonna bring them back the other way so that they're in the original position again. And this is why it's important that our hands in the correct position, because if it was like this and it was backwards, you wouldn't get this look that you're going for. So it would just be a bit different. So be aware. But yeah, so after you, 들려, 2, 3, prep, spin. And then when you come around, your hands are here, like I said, your head is still to the right. And then you're going to have your feet, right knee pop, not feet, I guess your legs. Your right knee is gonna pop as you kind of push your hips back to the left. And then you're gonna switch so that your right knee is like this. Keep the rest of your body is the same. And then you're going to take your right foot is gonna be the one that you're bringing up. So you're gonna be spinning on your left foot this whole time. And after bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, you're gonna do just 2 of those, then spin back around. And again, like I said, your hands are gonna come back the other way so that they get into this cross again. And as you do that, spin, it's a little hard. So you're here, do better. So you're gonna do the spin, back to the other way, woof, and here. Yeah, it's a little kind of hard, slow to do that, but you're gonna come back to the original position and then still do the hip hop to the right, 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 just like that. So with the lyrics and like how that's gonna sound / look is after you, ding, ding, ding. 혹시 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 그대 맘속에 들려? 1, 2. 우리 관계가 들려? 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do 4 for sure on the second one of those. Good. One more time, a little bit faster. Ready, and ding, ding, ding. 혹시 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 그대 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 관계가 들려? 두두두두. 난 티고나야. We're going. Cool. So moving on, so after you. 들려? 두두두두. For 난 티고나. 언제나 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 너의 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 나의 가슴에 들려? 두두두두. 힐끔 어색한 미소물 is the next part. And so what we're going to be doing here, after you 들려, 두두두두, you're going to 난 티고나. And on that T, you're just going to have your hands in fists. Turn to the left and your hands are going to cross. Your right knee is going to be bent. And then you're going to turn to the right, open up your hands, and bend your left knee. Good. Eyes forward the whole time. 난 티고나. Walking. 내 말을. So they're going to say 언제나 내 말을. There's a couple of words happening in the background. But on 내 말을, you're going to be hitting with your little cinnies. So that's the little part of your pinkies. Little cinnies hitting your hips, facing the right side. 내 말을. And then the basic move that's happening this whole time is one hand is going to be behind the back and the other hand is going to be front hip, back hip, front hip, back hip, hitting like that. And then when you spin, it's going to switch so that the front arm is behind your back and then the other hand is hitting front hip, back hip, front hip, back hip, just like that. So the hands are just 언제 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 너의 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 나의 가슴, then moves on to that. And then what your feet are doing that is there, you're going to be taking a step with your front foot as you hit your hands. So we'll ignore the hands for a second, but the hands are going to be moving with each step or kind of twist that's happening. So you're going to take a step with your left foot to start, and then you're going to twist that left heel to the right. And as you do that, you're just going to shift your back leg to the left. Good. And then you're just going to do it again. Take a step, shift, and shift. So the back foot doesn't really do much. It's more just the front foot. So in this case, it's the left foot is going to be step, twist heel to the right, step to the right. That's the movement. And you're going to be doing 난 티고나 언제는 내 말을. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. Hit again with your double fists. And now you're going to switch. I'm going to move back a little bit. Switch. So your front hand to your right hand, it comes behind the back, and then your left hand goes forward, back, and then you're going to step and step and step and. So it's 3 steps, and then one more time, hit. Good. So all together, that is. After you do the end of this, 들려, 두두두두, 난 티고나. 언제나 내 말을 들려 두두두두 너의 맘속에 들려 두두두두 나의 가슴을. So this one actually you only do one hit 나의 가슴을 들려 for that one, but it's same movement. Good. So let's bring that back to the beginning and do it up to there, and then we'll move on. Woo. Okay. So I'll say get ready and do. Get ready and do. Look. 혹시 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 그대 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 우리 관계가 들려? 두두두두. 난 티고나. 언제든 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 너의 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 나의 가슴을 들려. Good. And this last little bit of this, 가슴을 들려. What you're going to be doing is 가. You're just doing that hip. Small. You're going to be taking your left hand so that it's here at your hip, and you're going to be having your wrist against your hip with that palm facing outwards, and you're going to be facing the right kind of 45 degrees, and your hand is going to come up here to this kind of like cry, or like boop beep, that thing that's happening, and you're going to hit your right knee every time you do like a cry move. So every time your wrist comes up, your knee goes out. 나의 가슴을 들려. 2, 3, 4 of these. And then on the 힐끔 어석한 미소만, you're just going to be hitting hirkum. You're going to be hitting kind of like in front of your eyes, touch and walk away. Good. Hirkum, move to positions. Good. So let's go back to 찔려 for, this last 찔려, and then go to the end, and we'll go to the beginning, to there, and then we'll move on. Okay. So it'll be 우리 관계가 찔려, 두두두두. 난 튀거나 언제는 내 말을 찔려, 두두두두. 너의 마음속에 찔려, 두두두두. 나의 가슴을 찔려, 두두두두. Hirkum, 노숙한 미소물. Good. Okay, going back to the beginning and doing the whole thing with lyrics. Cool. So ready, and do. 혹시 내 말을 찔려, 두두두두. 그대 맘속에 찔려, 두두두두. 우리 관계가 찔려, 두두두두. 난 튀거나 언제는 내 말을 찔려, 두두두두. 너의 맘속에 찔려, 두두두두. 나의 가슴을 찔려, 두두두두. Hirkum, 미소만. That part. Doesn't matter, there's no movements. Good. Okay, so now the next part. After you, hirkum, 노숙한 미소만. After that, they're going to walk to a new position, and then it'll be ready. And 비밀 hir기처럼 네 가슴을 빼고 쌓인 그 맘. That part. Again, ignore my singing. So what's happening here is after you, 미소만, you're walking hirkum, 노숙한 미소만. They're going to be saying like 비밀, so it's like a secret. So you're going to have your left hand up by your mouth in front of it like this, saying like shh position. And then 비밀 hit is what that first move is. And you're going to be facing the left corner. Your right hand is going to be moving, if the front of the room is a clock, it'll be clockwise. So you're going to bend your left leg, stick your right leg out to the right as you bring that hand down with your leg. Gonna come up, and then you're gonna place that right foot as you turn to the right, and then that right hand is just gonna come out, keeping your elbow close to your body as you turn your body to the right. So all together, it is going to look like 비밀 hit. Good. So after that, after you, 비밀 읽기처럼 is the next little bit. So after you, 비밀 읽기, you're going to be turning to the left, switching the legs that are bent so that your right leg is bent forward, and you're going to be hitting that right hand. Your left hand is still up by your mouth. And then your hands are going to come swipe up your right hand. Your left hand comes down. So your right is just going to swipe behind your head from left ear back around as you take a step with your right foot. And then when you hit your right hand down, your left leg comes out and you switch so that you're more kind of in that right angle facing. Good. So it's going to be, so after you, 비밀 읽기처럼 hit. And then after that, 네 가슴에, 가슴, kind of chest, so they're going to be doing the chest pump. 네 가슴, just open up, chest pumps forward, and your hands, they're going to be flat like this. Pull your elbows back, let your chest pop out, your hands come like this, and then close again, but you're facing to the right. 네 가슴 on A, you're going to have your legs kind of slightly bending as your hands trace down your body like this. So it'll be 처럼 네 가슴에. Good. Now after that, 빼곡, here, you're down here, you're going to be taking a step out to the right, your hands are going to come elbows in, and then they're going to be doing a chest roll as you hit to the right and come to the left. And all that chest roll is if the ground is a clock, you're going to be going counterclockwise. So some people have it easier the other way, but we're going to be going basically in the way that you're moving. You can also think about it, if you need to practice, it's counterclockwise with your chest. You can also think about moving your hips and then moving your chest kind of like opposite, or it's going to be moving with your hips, but just kind of at a different time. So if you think about moving your hips to the left or counterclockwise, and then imagine what your chest is doing, and then slowly move your hips less and let your chest move more, and then that's going to let you practice that like chest going out instead of the other way. So like for me, to the right side is harder, but so it's hard if I just try to move my chest, but if I move my hips clockwise to the right, it actually makes it easier for me to move my chest, whereas like without the hips, I'm just like, kind of, it might look normal, but to me it feels really awkward. So if I move my hips just a little bit, it actually makes it really easier. So for here, you can kind of move your hips counterclockwise first, and that actually might make your chest moving a little bit easier. Yeah, and your hands just come here like you're doing jump rope. Move around till you come to the left side. Good, and then they're gonna end up hands down here, just straight down on top of each other. Good. So it's going to be, from the beginning, it'll be 비밀 읽기처럼 hit 네 가슴에 빼곡 hit. And then slowly come up. 쌓인 그 말. And then they do more 말, that thing. And they're just hands coming down. So that's not much. But what's happening here, after you 빼곡 hit, and then slowly drag your hands up. 쌓인. You're going to be holding your hands, one grabbing the other, hands straight up. 그 말. You're just going to let your hands come down behind your head like this, and you're just going to walk to position. Good. So one more time, it's going to look like after you, 네 가슴에 빼곡 hit, 쌓인 그 말, and they sing it out. Good. Okay, so all the way back from 비밀 읽기처럼, yeah, that's right. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. 비밀 읽기처럼 hit 네 가슴에 빼곡 hit 쌓인 그 말. Walk, walk. Good. Let's. Yeah, there's actually not much of the end. Let's bring it to the end. So they're going to, after that, they actually have a second group of people in front of them, the background dancers. I don't have one. You don't really need it necessarily. It does make it easier, but I'm just going to be following the girls still. So they're going to be 말할 hit, 알고 싶어, and 이제 준비가 됐어 is just the ending, so it's not much. But what's happening here is 말할, you're just putting your left hand on their shoulders. 말할 hit, you're going to be taking the slide step with your right foot. And then you're going to be putting your hand, so to speak, on the other shoulders. 말할 hit, 알고, you're going to be hitting your hands like this. And then 싶어, they're just going to bend your right leg, and your left leg is going to be moving clockwise if the ground is a clock. Point it out, and then bring it forward so that it's still straight. Ooh, it's hard for me to balance. Left hand comes down, and your head is kind of tilted back a little bit. Good, so one more time, it's going to be 쌓인 그 말, move, 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 말할 slide, 알고 싶어, and then you're here, 이제, what they're going to be doing is, imagine there's a person here, this is supposed to be a person, and they're going to be keeping their left hand down, just doing like kind of a body roll, but don't move your legs. You're going to be chest comes forward, and then you're kind of be dolphin back up until you're into this original position where they're actually sitting on the knees of one of the background dancers, but I don't have that. So they're going to be 이제 준비가, you just kind of stay here. 됐어, they just all stand up. Good. So that's going to look like after you. 네 가슴에 빼곡 쌓인 그 말. Walk, walk, walk. 말할 hit, 알고 싶어, wait, wait, 이제 준비가 stand, up, walk, walk. Good. And that's the end of that bit of the chorus. So let's go back to the 비밀, to the end, and then we'll go back to the beginning. Cool. So I'll say 5, 6, 7, 8, 비밀. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 비밀. 읽기처럼 네 가슴에 빼곡 hit 쌓인 그 말 and 말할 알고 싶어 wait wait and 이제 준비가 stand up. Good. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and do the whole thing with counts. So I'll say get ready and do. Get ready and ding ding ding. 혹시 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 그대 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 우리 관계가 들려? 두두두두. 난 지거나 언제나 내 말을 들려? 두두두두. 너의 맘속에 들려? 두두두두. 나의 가슴을 들려? 두두두두. 힐끔힐끔 어색한 미소만 비밀 읽기처럼 네 가슴에 빼곡 쌓인 그 말 walk 말할 알고 싶어 and 이제 준비가 됐어. Good. And that's all for today's video. If you want to see part 2 where I have it slow and mirrored from 70% up to 100%, you can go click on part 2 down in the description box below. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 여러분 오늘 봐주셔서 감사히 드리고 이 영상을 재밌게 보셨으면 구독, 좋아요하고 댓글을 많이 남겨주세요. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.